I'm assuming everybody can see my screen. I want to welcome you all to another week of continuing education. My name is Jen, and I'm here to chat with you today about using essential oils for every age and stage of life. I've personally been using essential oils for about 4 years now, and I have 2 kids of my own, and they are now 5 and 8. However, when I began using essential oils with them, they were about 1 and 4. So I have a lot of experience using essential oils on young kids, and then I have a lot of customers who are also in the age bracket of 55 plus. So we've created a lot of protocols together for those as they become an older adult. And I would love to go through all of that today with you. But before we start, I know you're here because you already use essential oils, and maybe you're just getting started with essential oils, or maybe you've been using them for quite some time. So I want you just to reach for an essential oil that is closest to you if you have one. So grab it. If you have a couple of options, just intuitively choose the one that you're drawn to right now. And this is just a beautiful way as an essential oil user to ground into whatever it is that you're about to do. So right now we're going to spend about 30 minutes together learning more about your essential oils, but I really want to put them to use. So just take the oil, place 1 drop in your hand, rub your palms together, and just tense your nose as you breathe, and just take some big inhales, exhales, and get ready for this time that we're going to spend together. It's just a beautiful way. You can do this anytime throughout the day to just ground yourself into that moment. So wherever you are on your essential oil journey, I'm so glad that you're here. I absolutely love teaching and talking about ways that you can use your oils, and that's what today's going to be about. I'm also going to share potentially some products that you haven't really thought of, or maybe you've never tried before. So we'll go over that, and let's get right into it, because I do want to be mindful of your time. We're going to start by talking about pregnancy. So pregnancy is an incredibly beautiful time in our lives, certainly. However, there's many discomforts that can come along with that. So pregnant women are often advised to, I'm going to just move this, hopefully you don't see that. Pregnant women are also often advised to take a multivitamin, and I don't have it up here on the slide for you, but I do want to point out that doTERRA has an incredible multivitamin system called Lifelong Vitality. So if this is where you're at in your stage of life, I highly recommend that you look into Lifelong Vitality as something that can support you through your pregnancy. But the other products that I really want to highlight today are Terrazyme, which is doTERRA's digestive enzyme, and it's just incredibly effective at helping to settle your tummy. We often, even when we're not pregnant, can feel, bloat, gas, constipation, depending on what our diet looks like, but even more so through pregnancy. So this is an incredible way to support your digestion and just provide a lot of comfort to you. So look into Terrazyme if you haven't tried it already, whatever stage you're at in life, and we'll talk about this one again. But that is one that you're definitely going to want to lean into a little bit more. Copaiba is the other one here. And Copaiba is just a beautiful way to support your body systems. There's many different systems that this oil has the ability to support. And when we're talking about pregnancy, if you haven't discovered this oil yet, it's one that works with our endocannabinoid system. Now, we often think of Other products that are available like CBD, now it doesn't contain the CBD oil. They are very different, copaiba and CBD, but they do work on receptors in our body that are very similar. So the CB1 and CB2 receptors. So look into that. Whoever is guiding you in your doTERRA journey, there's just a plethora of information. This is something that I know when you are pregnant, you want science, you want resources, you want to know that what you're taking is safe. So I would highly recommend reaching out to whoever invited you to these continuing education classes and whoever is guiding you on your doTERRA journey, and they'll be able to provide you with all of that to put your mind at ease and really help you build confidence in the products that we're going to talk about today. The other ones I wanted to highlight, these are the last ones I want to talk about in regard to pregnancy, but basil and fennel have really been talked about in supporting nursing and breast milk, a healthy breast milk supply. So how you would do this is you would just place a drop of basil and 1 drop of fennel in about a tablespoon of carrier oil. And I absolutely love fractionated coconut oil. I just find it doesn't leave that oily residue behind. And then you just topically apply that straight onto the breasts. So that is 100% safe and effective at supporting you that way. Now, peppermint. There's often a lot of controversy about peppermint, and there's a lot of mixed reviews on what we should do with peppermint. Now, peppermint is safe to be using during pregnancy. A lot of women, though, will say that they want to stay away from peppermint because some women have experienced a decrease in milk supply. This is not the case for everyone, and certainly you'll want to talk with your healthcare team around this if that's something that you are concerned of. Some women have even have stories of the opposite, of peppermint really helping them postpartum, but it is one that we caution you around, and especially if you're going to be near your baby in that postpartum phase. Peppermint is a very impactful oil. It has a very strong cooling sensation, and this is probably nothing new that I have to really point out, because you guys, if you're here, you are oil users, and I would imagine that many of you have experienced peppermint. It has a very powerful and strong effect on us. So moving on into childhood, I do want to say, especially when we're talking about kind of these more sensitive years, pregnancy, and when we have young babies and children, so this would be infants up until age 2, we often need to know for our own peace of mind that what we're using in, on, and around them is safe. So I just want to highlight the point that doTERRA's essential oils are tested, they're trusted, and there's nothing else in the bottle but the plant material. So there's no additives and fillers, heavy metals, anything like that. They have been tested to ensure the quality, and they want you to know that. That's where the CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade standard, comes in. That is unique to doTERRA, and no other essential oil company has that. And it really helps us all as parents or grandparents to put our mind at ease that we're certainly making the best choice to be able to take care of our family naturally. So there's lots of information about CPTG, but I just wanted to highlight that here because it is such a sensitive time in our lives where we want to ensure that we're doing the best for our babies and our children. So the products here that I want to highlight, and this is particularly one that is extremely important as we head into the fall season, but the On Guard Touch. And it helps support a healthy immune system. So On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend, and Dilution is key when we're dealing with infants and very young children, and that is because their skin is more sensitive. So the feet is an incredible area to be applying essential oils to our young kids and babies. And that is because the skin on our feet is a little tougher, but also we have huge pores, very large pores on the bottom of our feet that really help the oil to absorb more quickly into our bodies so that we can gain maximum benefit from the essential oils. So with On Guard, it's definitely um, one of the most popular choices. And if you didn't have it in the touch format, and even if you did, you might want to dilute it even more. There's oils in there that are quite hot, like clove and cinnamon, but in the On Guard touch form, it has been pre-diluted for you. Or if you are using like the 15 ml bottle of On Guard, what you'd want to do is put just 1 drop in about a tablespoon of carrier oil. So that's about the same dilution rate that we talked about for pregnancy. And then just apply and rub that right on the bottom of baby's feet. It can be a really fun activity to do with your baby. It's a beautiful way to bond with them as well, to be tickling their feet as you're putting the essential oils on them. Now, Tamer is another blend. It's from the doTERRA's Kids line. So it has, again, been pre-diluted in a way that is safe for children. And again, using it on the bottom of the feet for infants and children up to about age 2. Now, Tamer is for any tummy upset. It really helps support any symptoms of discomfort. This happens a lot with children this age, and it can be many things. When they're hungry, when they have to go to the bathroom, when they've eaten too much or things aren't sitting right in their tummy, they're often complaining about a tummy ache. And even babies, when they can't verbalize that, they're often fussy or just, you can tell that they're in obvious discomfort. So Tamer is one that is popular with many, many parents because of that reason. So again, just apply on the bottom of the feet, or if you've used essential oils on your infants and kids and know that they are not overly sensitive, you can apply that straight on the tummy. That's what I do with my children. And if you're wondering, well, how does this even, work in the body system? Basically, it is every cell in our body is able to absorb that within minutes. I want to even say seconds, because the effect is almost immediate. But particularly when we're talking about an oil like Tamer, I notice when I use that with my children, they within minutes they will be up and running around, and kids don't lie. So they're not just trying to appease me by saying, oh yeah, I feel better, mom. Kids definitely don't lie. So you see the benefits, and they've just become the most incredible tool. Now, other ways that you might essential oils to your kids and your small children would to use doTERRA's unscented lotion. So this is from doTERRA's Spa line, and this is, let's see, my internet is unstable. Hopefully I'm not cutting out here, but this is just a beautiful way to, again, bond with your baby. So what you might want to do is mix one of your baby's favorite oils. Maybe that's, lavender or frankincense, something like that. Put just 1 drop in with the lotion, and then you can apply that whether you're rubbing it on their back. Balance is another beautiful oil to use with this unscented lotion in that way. Really, the sky's the limit. You use whatever oil that your kids are drawn to. I know my daughter really loves Serenity, and my son really loves the Peace Blend. So I would use those oils with something like that. And it's really, really a wonderful way to add this into your bedtime routine, and it really does. It's just such a great way to end the day with them. Now, diffusers, I personally have a diffuser almost in every room of our home. And this is just the easiest way to create the atmosphere that you want in your home. So, you know, maybe if your kids are needing to be more alert, you'll have oils that you know, enhance focus and support focus, or maybe you just want everyone to feel happy, so you might use citrus oils. If you know, at bedtime you're wanting everyone to wind down and to calm down, so you're going to lean more on those calming blends like Serenity, or even just using lavender. And if anybody's, you know, experiencing any respiratory you know, symptoms, you would use Easy Air or something like that to support the symptoms of that. So diffusers, if they're great gifts for anyone even having a new baby, and they're great to have in every child's bedroom, in my opinion, for sure. Now, school-age kids, this is also very important. I know my kids are getting ready to go back to school, and I know this is, you know, whether it's homeschool or in-person school or online, there's so many different options. But nonetheless, the fall is coming and school time is coming, and we are rooting back into routines. They absolutely love their PB Assist Junior sticks and their A to Z vitamins at night. It's just habit for them now, and they won't go to bed without them. But it's just, the PB Assist Junior is an incredible way to support the digestive system. These are probiotics in a powder form, and a watermelon flavor to them, and the kids love them. My kids, it's like a dessert treat before bed. They come in very easy to open little satchels, and then they can just down them. My kids love to do it before bed, and I prefer that time just because overnight our digestion is given a chance to rest and to rejuvenate, and I just think that that's a great time for my kids to have those probiotics in their system. The A to Z vitamins are also really fun. They taste really good. The kids love the way they taste. They're chewable. And they even have little happy faces on them, which my kids find very, very amusing. And I honestly have researched children's vitamins, and as parents, we do that. We research, you know, different ingredients and whether or not things are bioavailable in the body, which means are they going to be absorbed properly so that we can utilize the benefits. And I, hands down, have always come back to the A to Z chewable vitamins. They are the absolute best on the market for the price point, and I absolutely never go without these in my house, and my kids will let me know that if I do. Now, the IQ Mega is the children's version of the Omegas. So it's so important for developing brains, developing muscle and bones, to have the proper nutrition. This, my children personally, they don't like the taste of it if I were just to put it on a teaspoon and have them take it, which is one way that you can take it. It's got a beautiful orange flavor to it, and I personally love the taste of it. But we add it into our smoothies, and it's just a great way to get it in for them. It actually, the orange flavor adds just a hint of orange to their smoothies, which they love it that way. So if your children, if you're trying this with your kids and they don't want to take it by the spoonful, just hide it in whatever it is, whether that's a yogurt or smoothie or something like that. And it's another just, you know, beautiful product that doTERRA has to ensure that our kids are getting that foundation of really good nutrition and helping their body systems, or supporting their body systems toward optimal health. So the On Guard beadlets I have on here as well. And this is just, again, On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend, just another beautiful way to support our body's immune systems. In the kids collection, we have to talk about that when we're talking about school-aged kids, because these are so much fun. Every kid I know who has them absolutely loves them. Usually they have a favorite. I know my daughter's is Calmer and my son's is Stronger. And every one in this collection, it has been beautifully created to support their little bodies, and also has been pre-diluted for you for safety, so they are able to feel empowered and to take the oil that they are feeling they need in the moment and apply that, and they can apply that topically. I always tell my kids on the pulse points, they can apply straight on the tummy, they can apply on the feet, as we typically do with babies and younger children. And they take them to school. My children take these to school as well. And it's always good to empower them with tools that they can use throughout the day. So, you know, Thinker, that helps support focus, where Calmer, you know, just helps to bring, you know, just bring that sense of peace. Rescuer would be like the kids' version of a Deep Blue. So, you know, if they're into playing sports or they're just very active, that might be a favorite. Stronger supports the immune system. We have Tamer, which we talked about, for supporting any digestive discomforts. And we have Brave, which actually personally is my favorite one in the kit. And, you know, the names that go along with these oils are just so empowering for children to use. And then Steady is the other one in the blend. So there's 7 of them all together. And they really do address mind, body, emotion. There's everything's covered in this collection. So let's move on into the teen years. Teens, when I think of being a teenager, I think of all the skin stuff that was going on, and the acne, and all the hormones raging, all of that stuff. So I want to start actually by talking about the Lifelong Vitality that's pictured here, because this really is the foundation. Having good nutrition is the foundation for, you know, glowing from the inside out, we should say. So when we're talking emotions, or we're talking our, you know, physical things that are going on with our body, Lifelong Vitality is kind of that foundational support for changing bodies. So for teenagers, you would just want to take the recommended dosage and half it for them. You know, I even personally will often half my own dose, because I am, you know, a petite woman, and even though I'm a full-grown woman, I'm petite. So I find, you know, where my husband obviously takes the full dose. So you'll want to start just with a half dose for teenagers. And I should say too that these vitamins are really created in a way that is bioavailable for the body. So what that means is that the nutrients, our body knows what to do with them, you know, because they are plant-based, you know, our body, it's not like they're going to just go through them and, for, you know, lack of better terminology right now, just pee everything out. Our body is really able to know what to do with it, absorb it, and then we do receive the benefits of that. So I would say if you have a teenager, or even for you yourself, anyone teenager and above who's in the family, try the Lifelong Vitality, but give it about 90 days, because that's, you know, kind of the trial period to have cells turning over in our body. And I just have so many people who have told me that they just notice increased energy, and they just can't go without their Lifelong Vitality. Now, in talking about hormones and skin and all of that, balancing the changing skin, the HD Clear line is something that is kind of perfectly suited for those changing bodies. Now, in this collection, you're getting the HD Clear lotion. You're also getting the HD Clear cleanser. So, you know, kids are going to be wanting to wash their face. Maybe that's a morning and an evening routine. And then the oil that comes with this. It comes in a 10 ml roller, and it has oils in it like black cumin seed, hoewood, tea tree, litsea. It's got eucalyptus, and then another beautiful oil to support skin, which is geranium. So, you know, after doing the routine, maybe right before applying the lotion, they can apply the HD Clear roller right onto their skin for support and, you know, help balancing that changing skin. All right, let's go into diffusing. This is, I'm kind of showing you a few different diffusers that that doTERRA has. There are many that you can choose from, and this one here is, you know, one that teenagers might be, you know, more appealing for teenagers. But the bottom line here is that you'll want to make sure that they have a diffuser and they know how to use it. So if they've been using essential oils, they might have some favorites, and if they haven't, I would really, you know, allow them to kind of experiment with the oils that they feel drawn to. There's, you know, oils for mood support, you know, emotions and things like that. So oils that come to mind would be Wild Orange or Balance, any of the calming blends like Serenity. And the other one I really want to highlight here, which has been a super popular one for mental wellness, is called Adaptive. So if you haven't tried that yet, Adaptive is certainly one that I want to highlight. This is real life happening behind me. So as you can hear, my children need probably some Serenity or something like that. So the other one, Claricalm, which we'll talk a little bit about as we talk, you know, into adulthood and even into you know, menopause, perimenopause. So I'm going to skip over that one. We've talked a lot about Lifelong Vitality, and I think really I have it here so often just to really stress the importance of a foundation for good nutrition. You really want to make sure that there's, you know, those nutritional gaps that you might have in your diet are being filled with so there's the highest quality supplements. So Lifelong Vitality, and I should note, if you're brand new to Lifelong Vitality, doTERRA does have a 30-day money guarantee. So you can try them and you can get a full, you can send the empty bottles back and you'll receive a full refund as well. Terrazyme, which we talked about in pregnancy, but as I kind of alluded to there, we have, you know, feelings of discomfort in our digestive system all throughout our life. So Terrazyme, how I personally use this is I love to take 2 in the morning before I eat anything. And this really just sets my tummy up for just a great day. Also, if you have, you know, a meal of maybe it's pasta or bread or, you know, a very heavy carbohydrate meal, we can often feel bloated. You know, this can even come from our starchy vegetables. So after a meal like that, you'd want to take another 2 Terrazyme. I'm sure you can hear that. I can't stop laughing. Hashtag real life happening. Lemon is also one that we talk about. This is a beautiful habit, and this is kind of anchoring these beautiful habits into our morning. So this would be just a drop of lemon in your water. Now I can't, oh, I can see that people are chatting, but I don't know what they're saying. Alrighty, let's move on. So again, any of the citrus oils in your water are beautiful. Lemon, wild orange is another one. Now, you might be able to see them there. We're going to go over this next section really, really quickly because there are 3 ways to use your essential oils. And I'm sure when you started with your essential oils, these were these were taught to you. However, I think it's always good to review them. So the first way is aromatic. We've talked a lot about the diffuser and the importance of having a diffuser in your home to really create the atmosphere that you want to create. So whether that's, you know, an uplifting environment or atmosphere, a cleansing atmosphere, you know, whether you just, you know, you need calm or grounding, anything like that, diffusing is the way to go. And I highlighted Citrus Bliss here because it's just, it's the smell of summer. We're summer right now when we're doing this video, and Citrus Bliss is definitely a popular one. Topical is the other way that we use essential oils, and doTERRA does have the touch line. So many of your favorite essential oils will be available in a touch format. A lot of the more popular ones, I should say, are available in a touch format. And this has been pre-diluted for you so that you can just apply it right on your pulse points and away you go. So these are great to put in your purse. Adaptive, I mentioned, is doTERRA's mental wellness blend, and it really is such an easy one to throw in your purse, and they're trying to break in and be on the go. Alrighty, so again, internal use of essential oils. We mentioned lemon in your water in the morning is a beautiful, beautiful way to, you know, anchor into your day. But you can be doing this throughout the day as well. And maybe lemon's not really your thing. So you want to grab for something like grapefruit or lime, tangerine, green mandarin is also another just really yummy, yummy oil. Wild orange, I mentioned a little bit earlier for this. And the question will often come up, how many essential oils or how many drops in a day is too much? And this, you know, would be even, you know, people considering how many oils they're using. And we always kind of say 24. So, you know, use up to 24 drops in a day, but you would probably be drinking a lot of water, because the beautiful thing about internal use, if you have a stainless steel water bottle like the one pictured here, or you can use glass. You just don't want to be using plastic when you're using these oils internally in your water, and that's because it breaks down the plastic. So you want stainless steel or glass. And the beautiful thing is that you can fill it up. You can put, you know, 1 to 2 drops of your favorite citrus oil, and then as you refill that bottle throughout the day, you're going to still be able to, you know, smell and taste the flavor. They have entered. And diluting for sensitive skin, but then as we talk about aging, or on here, the glory years, so as we, you know, are talking more into the aging process, our skin can often become more sensitive. Dilution is key here. And I mentioned that tablespoon to every drop that we do for pregnancy and for children and very young children. This would be a great place to start for seniors as well, or older adults. I know for me personally, as someone who uses essential oils a lot, that dilution rate for me is more of a teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil to 1 drop of essential oil, so a teaspoon to 1 drop. But when we're talking older adults, more, or anyone with more sensitive skin, will want to keep it that dilution rate a little bit higher. Lifelong Vitality, here it is again, and again, cannot stress the importance of that good foundation. Now, this is an incredible product, the Bone Nutrient Complex. Ava, can you be quiet, please? All right, so the Bone Nutrient Complex. This is great for anyone premenopausal or postmenopausal, perimenopausal, if you're going through it. I can't really say that there's, you know, an age that's too young to be starting this. Even for myself, I love this because it contains calcium, magnesium, 100% of our daily recommended amounts. It also contains vitamin C, it contains zinc and other trace minerals that are very, very important to the functioning of our bodies. So we're highlighting in the glory years, so to speak, but this really is a product that if you're finding yourself kind of deficient in calcium, magnesium, even zinc, I believe the daily recommended for zinc is about 60% of your daily recommended dosage. And this is a great product to look into and ask more questions about and see if it might be right for you. And particularly as we age, just the importance of that is stronger to maintain our healthy bone mass. So this is the last slide, and I'm not going to talk too much about this, but I do want to highlight that there are protocols that can be created specifically for what it is that you're looking for support with. So reach out to whoever is guiding you on your doTERRA journey or helping you with essential oils. And if there's a specific challenge that you're having, they can work with you to come up with something that is very unique to you, because the chemistry of all of these oils is different, although there are many similarities. So if something's not working just quite right for you, or you're not really experiencing benefits that are most beneficial, then you can always try another one, and that's the beauty of essential oils. So before we go, I just really want to highlight here, and I know, this continuing education, you guys are using and loving your oils. Maybe you're already sharing your oils already. So I want to highlight the fact that even if you have never considered, the business side of doTERRA, I want to just kind of put that in your mind, that opportunity is there for you. Should you ever, feel drawn to lean in a little more to see what it is that that may look like for you, and it's different for all of us. So we have, share oils. So maybe you're just interested in, bringing some people together so that they can learn. Can you turn it on, please? So that they can learn more about what you know, and you can share your experiences. Or maybe you want to get into teaching others about essential oils. So again, I encourage you to reach back to whoever it is who's guiding you along this journey, and have a chat with them. Our team, if you're listening here and you're part of this beautiful community, we're not in a team of putting anyone in a pressure cooker. We really much value and believe in making this a journey to suit everybody's individual and unique needs. So whether, again, that's just referring a friend, or whether that's wanting to bring people together in either an online or an in-person space to host a class, or you want to look into how this could look for you as a business, we are more than happy to guide you to that information. Particularly right now, there's a lot going on in the world that the whole world feels like it's kind of been flipped upside down, and many people feel that they don't have any other options. So we really just want you to know that there are other options. This isn't right for everybody. Not everybody is going to want to share and start a business, but we want you to know that the opportunity is there. If you're at all curious, I encourage you to lean in, and it might be the absolute best thing that you have ever done. So this slide here, again, I'm not going to go into the details, because this is something that you would want to go over with whoever it is that you're with you specifically on what your goals would be with this opportunity. So that is the end, and I am so glad that you joined today, whether you are here live or you're watching this as a recording. We absolutely just are so grateful that you're spending the time to learn more about your essential oils, because ultimately, you know, it's your health and vitality that we are cheering for. So have a beautiful day. I think since I've been doing this, the weather has turned from sun to storm, and we will see you next week.